Hey everybody, just wanted to do a quick vlog and talk about some updates and some things going on with the channel and let you know some upcoming projects and general what's going on with my life, I suppose. It's going to be pretty off the cuff, so please excuse the cat running around and other things. Anywho, so first, number one pressing matter, I suppose, is I'm going on a European trip next week, actually. And so I'll probably miss some uploads because I don't have the time to pre-do any videos, and I just won't have the bandwidth to upload while I'm there, both internet and time bandwidth. So I'll probably miss some uploads. Sorry. Hopefully you stick around for that. I'm going to be vlogging the whole trip, though, so watch out for some of that, I guess. Which kind of brings me to my next thing I want to talk about is basically the growth in my channel has pretty much stalled out lately. I'll gain, 2 subscribers, then lose 4, then gain 6 subscribers and lose 2. Like, it's basically been back and forth. I've been hovering around the 650 to 660 mark, which I really want to get to 666. Be brutal. Anyways, and so there could be a lot of contributing factors to that. One is obviously YouTube in general has seen a decline in viewership. That's been reported all over due to many factors. A lot of people like to say too that YouTube has pretty much saturated their market, meaning anybody who wants to subscribe to shows and is really looking for shows is already doing that. They're not gaining new people. So it gets harder to be noticed because everyone just kind of gets dug into what they already know and don't really go outside of looking for that. Could also be I'm just not very good at this. It's a strong possibility. But don't worry, I'm not quitting. But I do think I want to shake a few things up on the channel itself. Of course, I'm totally doing this for fun. I don't make any money from this. So I'm going to do just what is fun to me. I'm not going to do things that I don't like just because they gain viewership or anything like that. This channel still will be representative of me and who I am and things like that. But I think I'm going to switch some things around a little bit. And I've already done it a little bit, so hopefully you've noticed. Again, don't worry. I'm still going to be doing, the big comic book stuff. I'm going to be doing the Kapow Awards at the end of the year and, my theories for upcoming Marvel and DC movies and reviewing all the big tentpole nerdy stuff. But outside of those, I think I'm going to focus a lot more on smaller movies, which is something you should have already hopefully picked up. It's just... one, I enjoy smaller movies. I have some really cool theaters near me that show some, I guess I call them independent, but they still have, name actors in it, so it's not truly independent. But I have that, and then movieblogger.com, which you should check out, by the way. I now am on the forum to get some of the real independent movies, and so hopefully I can dive into those as well. But I want to try and do some smaller movies because, everyone's going to review it. Everyone's going to review Ghost in the Shell or whatever. And so, I don't know if my take on it is anything extra or interesting, I guess, to break the mold of the reviews that are already out there. I don't know. Could just be my insecurities, but I just think I want to focus on some smaller movies, and I have been, and I'm going to continue to do so. It's kind of fun actually, because what I've been doing is mostly when I see these movies they have trailers for other small movies, and so I make mental notes of, oh, that looks good, oh, that looks good. So yeah, so on the movie front of brand new releases, I'm gonna focus on smaller movies, but I am gonna still do the big tentpole movies, of course. But looking at my channel, and like I said, how I wanted it to represent me, one part of my personality has been very disregarded on this channel. Only, of course, only to me. But I am actually a huge horror fan, and you really wouldn't know it looking at my channel. I do my Halloween episodes, which I'm very excited for this year's. But anyways, there's not a lot of horror done on here, mostly because a lot of the new horror movies coming out I just really haven't been into. But I think I can focus on some other horror things. So if you follow me on Twitter, you already know I floated this idea and got some great feedback. So I think I'm going to be doing this where I'm going to call it, working title at least right now, is Horror A to Z. Basically, every month, do a review of a movie, that starts with a horror movie that starts with a horror movie starts with B the next month, and just rotate through, for the next 24, 26. I don't English good, but anyways, for the next 20 some odd months, and get through that. I think that'd be a lot of fun, and I think being that it's October soon would be a good time to start it. So I'm going to be starting that. So follow me on Twitter for updates on that, because I might be doing votes for each review I do. So I'm going to see how that works out and see how that feels. So I'm going to do a shift towards horror as well. Not necessarily newer, but also older, just horror all over, because I'm a huge horror fan, and I think I'd like to focus some on that as well. I've also, if you've seen, I've resurrected Raiders of the Lost comic movie. We did The Incredible Hulk Returns, and I have plans to keep that going because you guys seem to like that a lot, and I enjoy it too. It's been hard to get that one going because I have to get a co-star. If it's just me talking about the movie, it's not as fun. I've seen all these. I like to show somebody new so they can compare their thoughts to my thoughts and things like that. So going on that as well. So more Raiders of the Lost comic movie. I have those planned. I've been trying to tie them to new stuff coming out. Do that. And then those are kind of the big ones I've been thinking about. I've also been thinking about, if you again follow me on Twitter, I've been doing a bit of a body transformation, I guess you can call it. I've lost almost 30 pounds at this point, and I was wondering if maybe that's a thing I could be talking about and doing vlogs about. I don't know. I'm really worried about being like a health guy, because I'm not a health guy. So I don't want to give out tips, but maybe if you guys want to know my experiences going through this, maybe if you actually really want tips of what I'm doing there, to focus on what I'm doing to lose weight. I've been thinking about maybe doing something like that. I don't know, but I kind of want to just shift the channel just slightly, as well as focus on some music again. I got a few music things going on the channel already, but I think I just want to get into that again. It's really hard for me to do that because I'm very out of practice, and just getting to the point to where I would want to record would be a lot of practice. So it's finding time to practice and do the shows, and try and have a life, I suppose. I don't really have a life, but anyways. So yeah, I just wanted to catch up with everybody, let you know what's going on. Let me know what you think about any of these ideas in the comments below, and really follow me on Twitter for the most updates. I don't do vlogs very often. Again, I could start, I suppose, if this becomes a thing, but anyways, but just wanted to give you guys an update, and this video is already running long, so just saying, bear with me. And hopefully you'll like the new stuff coming out. And I really appreciate everyone who watches and thumbs up and follows me on Twitter, subscribes, anything to interact. That has been great, and I don't want you to think I'm taking any of that for granted. Trying to get more followers and things. I just want to reach a bigger audience, I suppose. But thank you all for watching and checking me out, of course. And stay tuned for things.